Hey, yo, what you say? Just doing a little video here of the Godzilla eye inserts. I've got some eyes here made. Very little cheapy ones, but they are blue. Now these are ones that are blue because I figured I'm going to try to do in the future a atomic version. And somebody suggested, oh, well, when he goes atomic, his eyes change color. So instead of the standard colors that I have for the Godzilla, which is kind of a green, red, gold version, I made up a small batch of blue ones. And I'm going to pick a pair of these to go in this eye. I put a little bit of gold, found some gold and green inside, so it still looks good. These I think are my personal favorites. But what I'm going to do is just pick a pair and put them in. And let's see, we'll probably go with these because they're a little bit brighter blue. I don't know whether to go brighter or darker. I think we'll do this. Let's see, I've got some that are a little offset here, which I'm going to put. I need to put these guys in here with this. Okay. Now, the process of this, I have Magisculpt, which is epoxy sculpting stuff. And the process of this is basically just to Dremel out the eye sockets on the Godzilla and put the eyes in, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now. We'll do a test fitting, make sure they sit well. They have to kind of lean forward, and they have to face forward, and they have to be not sideways. You don't want them strictly sideways, so it looks ridiculous. They kind of have to go forward a little bit. So I have to Dremel this, make sure I catch the right angle on it. Where my taxidermy skills come in play, because we use a lot of forward-setting eyes in forms and stuff like that. So you have to know how to set them, how to, mount them, how to size them, all that. It's a little bit different with this being resin as opposed to foam, but the concept is still the same. And I check it every once in a while, make sure I've got the right size. I can get it in there, and it can be forward looking. And the only problem is these eyes sometimes are a little bit bigger than the form. Just a little bit. Got it just about angled. I just need a little bit more room. Just a little bit more room to place it. I like to put my eyes a little deep set because it gives it more of a sinister look, no matter what color they are. So, great day in the morning. Almost got it. Dad, burn it. Almost got it. I did a video a while back on YouTube of how to do this. So the original video's up there, but I didn't do as detailed with the new eye set as I'm doing now. Deep enough, it just needs to be where I can fit it in there correctly. And that's the problem. These cabochons that I ordered were blanks, and you have to find the eyes and fit them in. See, there we go. So that's about the right set, right? So now what I gotta do, so I've got the eye set in there, but I've got to lock it in place, okay? So that's where this epoxy sculpt comes in. Take a tiny dab of A, pinch off a little bit of this. Basically, this is epoxy clay. This is what we use in taxidermy for eye setting. And take a tiny bit of B, pretty much match it up. A pinch will do it. You got a little bit of A, you got a little bit of B. One's gray, one's white. And just mash that together, roll it around. It's like clay, it's like Play-Doh. Just mash it in your fingers. Mold it together. Just pop this puppy right back out. So I could leave that in there because it's in there pretty tight, but I don't want to. So get this puppy right back out. And take your clay and put it in the back on the eye socket. Oops. And you push it in around right there. Put the eye back in there and push it in good. Then you take a little tool and you go around and you want to make the excess clay form an eyelid in and around it. Actually take a little tool and scrape off the excess on the sides. And I'll take a little bit right here and pinch off a tiny bit more. Really need my big glasses for this, but I think I'm good for today with this. Let's take your little pieces like that, roll them around, and I make eyelids. I put eyelids in there for them. So what I'll do is I'll take a little piece like this, pinch it off, put it around here like this, and roll it. Now take my little tool and get it in there, push it in. I probably do a little bit too much, too thin. There we go. And just push it in and around there like that. Flatten it out. Put some stipple marks in there a little bit. Then he has, I don't know how well you can see it, but he has a little bit of an eyelid there. That might not come up very well. But you put some stipple marks in there, just kind of make wrinkles and stuff. And that gives him a bit of an eyelid. We'll come over here to the other side, do the same thing. Get all that dust and dirt out of there. Still need a little bit more room, just a wee bit. Like I said, these are resin, guys, with foam backing on it. This particular one, I've left it, kind of shaved it off because it'll be a straight backing. There won't be any wood on this one because all the person will have to do, get a nail, boom, just stick it on a nail. Bam, like that. That's all you do. Hang it on a nail. So for right now, these are just being done with the intent of being foam backed. The foam backing will be painted. So that won't be seen or shown. It'll be part of the piece to be painted in. Oh, about got it. Just about got it. Grits right there. There we go. The second eye. Now the trick about this is good. He's already got a little bit of a built-in above eyelid, so I'm going to leave that like that because that's going to give him character. Take a little epoxy sculpt because that's fitting pretty tight right there. Just take this epoxy sculpt and go around it. Put some in the eyeball and the eye socket right there. Take my little tool. Push that in there. Get the extra out. And I kind of push it up, in, and around and under the eye. It's a gap filler. Need a little bit right here on the other side. When it wants to play nice. There we go. So toothpick and push that in. Take a little tool and make some marks around there. So make a variety of marks in and around the eyes to make it look like he's got eyelids. And you have to make sure the eyes themselves are clean and clear. So here you have a front-on facing shot where the eyes are facing forward. They're set in there really well. And of course, when this is painted, we'll see how it comes out. I'm going to pass this over to another artist to paint. So we'll see how it turns out. Jody Evans will be painting this one. So we'll see how it turns out under his guides and speculations. So I'm ready to, as soon as the final details are done, I'm ready to send this off to Jody Evans so he can paint it up. And I've got one little thing I want to do here in the mouth to fix up, because there is a little resin gap here, but that way I don't distort it. Okay. There's a tiny bit of flashing cleanup here, which I'll do real quick. No, Joe doesn't want to do it, so. Just a little bit more. I may have to change out heads on this. Go the rounded bevel head instead of a square off one. Oh, get this real quick. Go to my little kit here. Find a thinner one. And go with a small squared one. If I can get in tighter spots and do better work without having to worry about distorting it. Every once in a while, that's why I gotta fix the mold, because there's a area that when it goes to slush in there, it tends to build up under the tongue and cause a clot, and I really don't like that, and I gotta fix that spot in the actual mold where it does that. That way there's no clumps or bumps or anything like that. Alright, so Jody Evans, this is coming your way. Alright? So, we'll see what you can do with it. And, be sure to post some photos or videos or something like that on it. That way you can show everybody that you and I have two different styles of painting. And we'll see what this is going to do. Now what I'm waiting on currently is I want to do an atomic version. And what I've got is this glow powder here to add to the resin. But this is not the right color. This is a green color. And I do not want to use a green color. I want to use a blue color. So I've had to look into getting a different color of a little bit darker blue glow powder from some people on Etsy. And hopefully my intentions are, and I've also extended the mold back there. The back is about this far much extended insofar as the entire thing. So I still got to finish that. I had to cut the flange of the silicone flap around it and remold it a little bit because it was a little bit offset and it wasn't holding. So I'm in the process of fixing that. Then I want to take the glow powder and hopefully put in the fins area here some glow powder so it glows in the dark along the top. And I don't know, maybe somewhere on the eyes or something like that. If that's successful, then I'll have another option for the atomic Godzilla to be done. Otherwise, I'm going to have to rely on probably doing it in this color paint. And I don't know how the code blue, expired blue paint, which is kind of light, but I don't know how well that's going to show up insofar as the coloring on the actual thing. So I've got a couple of ways to go about it. Either painting it blue and making it stand out, or putting glow powder in it and mixing it with paint. I don't know. I still have to figure that part out. But anyway, Jody Evans is ready. Just waiting for the final thing from the third party involved. And when you do it, be sure to paint the back. Make sure that's all done. This is pretty much flat and flush. I might do a little filler in there. I don't know. It's just little areas here that I got to fix. But other than that, pretty much ready to go. And once that mold back there gets fixed, we'll be pretty much on base for trying to put these out on a regular production thing. So, as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. And thank you very much. And we will see you guys next time. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you. This real quick is the original that I painted up. This is the one that, like I said, is up on the wall. The eyes, as you can see, are a different color. The eyes are a different color. But this is the one that I did the other day, a while back, a few days ago. And like I said, he's just stuck on a nail on the wall. So all you gotta do when it gets painted up, hammer a nail on the wall, stick them on there. It saved me time and expense of money of having to make backer boards and stuff like that. But we will pretty much be done. And if Joe can make them look as good, if not better than this one, then we'll be good for cranking these out on a regular production, hopefully. So anyway, appreciate it. And yeah, Godzilla is coming. He's going to be very much like this, with a different style and different stuff. I have to actually think back and see if I can catch some clips on some stuff. But so there we go. This is the sunlight is just taken away from all the detail and everything. So Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys next time.